right, Kevin McCloskey, Billy Woodward, Chris Rayner, otherwise known as Mo, Larry, and Curly, here with you with week number 8 of the Stallion postgame wrap-up Stable Talk. Stallions win tonight at Richlands, 28-0, improved to 6-2 on the year, 4-0 in the conference. This game, to me, I liked it because, first of all, the weather was cool. It felt like football. Had a good crowd on both sides. Had a little bit of a more importance to it, a bigger atmosphere. What did you think up in the box, Billy?
Well, it's the rivalry game right now as far as the Stallions are concerned with this one here. I thought this one here tonight showed them to a degree what they can look for when they get ready for to start into the first rounds and second rounds of the playoffs. This team played with some intensity defensively here tonight as far as the Wildcats did, and in the game that first half there, 14-0 at halftime there. Stallions made some mistakes that they're going to do, but it was some aggressive mistakes. One of the positive things that I saw tonight, that I enjoyed out of it tonight and saw here and there, the penalties were cut down tonight there. 30 yards of the penalties came on the punch kicks that went out of bounds of the total there, so it was a good thing. It's the 10th time that the Stallions have shut out the Wildcats in a regular season. It's the 105th regular season shutout for the Stallions also. So, you know, a lot of good things out of this one tonight, positive. And the big thing is, I think also, we didn't get anyone hurt tonight.
Absolutely. We've been blessed with very few injuries this year. Chris, let me ask you about this. I'm going to be nitpicky here because it was a good win, 28-0 on the road. Could have been more. Stallions committed on the opening drive, turned the ball over on downs, sort of a fumble, sort of a turnover on downs, and then late in the game with the chance really to put the game away, another fumble deep in the red zone. Just your thoughts on that. I mean, what have Stallions got to improve on besides just holding on to the ball?
Well, they need to cut down on that. Obviously, I think both fumbles were in the red zone, were they?
Yes.
Yeah. The first one early in the game could have put us up 7. Yeah. And the second one, you're going in for the touchdown, hopefully, and you fumble again. So, I mean, it's just going to have to work on that. Yeah. But I saw a lot of good things here. Obviously, how many games? What's the streak now?
31. Well,
32 in 31 years, I think. Yeah, because we played 1 year in the playoffs. So the streak continues. It gets more fun every year.
Yeah. Let's talk about Richlands for a minute. They impressed me. I thought they came to play. They really brought it. They played tough both ways. Their offense was very creative. I mean, you never knew who was going to get the ball. Literally on the snap, they put at least 2 guys side by side at the quarterback position. A third of the time, the running back got the ball. It seemed to confuse the Stallions in the first half.
It did confuse them in the first half. I thought right near the end of the second quarter, they started understanding what was happening a little better, and they were keying and staying in on the line a little more. The defense was and staying in that pocket to see who did have the ball. You've got Blankenship though had a heck of a ball game as the quarterback for Richlands. He got hit a lot, but he made some great runs there and got the Wildcats some excitement going in the fans, especially in the third quarter. The stands kind of got into it there when they got down there and thought they were getting ready to score, and then of course the turnover comes along later there. And we get them. But, yes, it's a different option. They got to see something tonight that the defense did that they haven't seen on another team offensively doing what they did tonight. That's going to give them another look at what they're going to see in if they're fortunate enough to get to about the third round. You're going to see those kind of things going there. That triple option out of the single wing is going to be happening more and more as the cream starts rising to the top.
Yep. Change things up a little bit, Chris. I'm going to ask you about this. I must maybe do this as a little segment here called Unsung Stallion Heroes tonight. Guys that don't normally get the glory but stepped up big time. I spoke to one earlier. Zach Dugan played a heck of a game. He is just a brute, and he doesn't mind blocking when he has to block for BJ. So I thought that was one. Another one play in the third, right after our fumble down deep in the red zone when we turned it over. I believe it was their quarterback and one of their players broke loose on a long run down the right sideline, down the home sidelines. Number 33 for the Stallions. Help me with the names. Somebody. Demaj Hatchett made a heck of an effort play and stopped that ball, and on the next play they fumbled and Boogie recovered it. Yes. You know, if not for that hustle, things could have been different. We could have been looking at a closer ball game. So Unsung Stallion Heroes. Anybody else you can think of tonight, Chris?
Well, Hatchett is one because a lot of times you don't keep that in mind. Way ahead of you. You make that play, Kendrick Burney against East Duplin that year in the playoffs. Yes. That sticks out in my mind. Same thing. Could have let the kids score. Got down to about a 1 or 2. Next play, they had a fumble. We got the ball back. Or we held on downs.
My unsung hero tonight is going to be the center, Ben Simmer. He limped every time out of the huddle back to the line. I mean, he was not coming out of this ball game tonight unless the leg was broken in about 4 places. He limped to the line of scrimmage every time offensively. He's my unsung hero for staying in there hurt.
And I think mine would be our kicker also. Yeah. A lot of times you take our kickers for granted. We had some great kickers in Stadium Country.
Oh, man, we've been so blessed.
Ethan Barbie drills them right through the middle. Yep. Even gets roughed up there and they don't call it. Yep. And I've got Tim Foster staring at me trying to make me mess up, but I'm not. I wanted to get one more thing, though. The offense we saw tonight, if I'm not badly mistaken, was the Notre Dame box, correct?
Yes.
Or semi-version of it. It's kind of what you call a Mickey Mouse offense. You don't see it every day. The stuff they did was very creative, but it's just something you're not going to see every day. That one run that the quarterback had, where he basically had all night been turning and pitching it, and then all of a sudden he turns, and the next thing you know, he's gone through a hole because nobody's keying on it.
Yeah, he did.
So it's just something you don't see every day.
Yeah, he did a lot of spinning and misdirection and everything else. All right, we'll call it a wrap. Again, the Stallions moved to 6-2, 4-0 in the conference, and we're just going to pick it up and keep going from here, guys. Thanks a lot. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. 1 week. I'll be gone next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.